What's up everybody, welcome back to another video. So you see the title, you see the thumbnail. In today's video, man, we got a crazy one. I had front row seats to a pro arena football game, and let's just say it got a little bit out of hand. For those of you guys who don't know, my name is Jakeem Francis and I play semi-pro football, and I built my resume strictly using semi-pro football, and I've been gradually trying to climb the ladder to make it to the professional ranks. And in doing so, I tried out for the Pittsburgh Defenders, and I went to their training camp, and I had a great training camp. During training camp, we had lots of guys. There were probably at least 17 receivers that were at training camp, and I fought hard and I was able to climb the ranks, and I was actually selected to be the starting receiver for the first preseason game. I was cut for not being able to go to the first preseason game, but basically I didn't have a ride to the game because this was an away game and I didn't have a way to get to the game, and so I was cut from the team for missing the game. But once I was cut from the team, I was then put on the practice squad with a hope of then being called up for maybe a 1 game or 2 game contract and possibly getting to actually see the field. So I went to practice for months with this team, hoping to get on the field. So when the season finally rolled around, it was time to go. It was week 1 and we had to play one of the best teams in the league. They were stacked with talent. This team is the West Virginia Rough Riders. They had a lot of talent. They were actually supposed to have Greg Hardy on their team at one point. That was a rumor, but he never ended up showing up. But they had a lot of ex-D1 guys alongside with some ex-NFL players. In this video, you're gonna see Larry Beaver. He played for the Carolina Panthers. Noel Devine, some of you guys may or may not know Noel Devine. He was a big star at WVU. So with no further ado, let's jump right into this video. This was a really hyped up game because of the big names like Noel Devine and Larry Beaver.
Showing blitz, have to bring a man inside the box. We have a flag on the play. Brown's gonna launch one toward the end zone. It's caught! Touchdown! Rough Riders! It's Larry Beavers! First offensive play for the Rough Riders. A Jarrett Brown to Larry Beavers touchdown, and the Noel Devine is gonna go into motion now for the Rough Riders. Jarrett Brown under center for West Virginia. Brown back to pass, looking toward the end zone. It's caught by Noel Devine inside the 5-yard line. Motion, that's Beavers. Brown in under center is going to pitch it over to Lofton. Rumbling and bubbling toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rough Riders! And in motion, that's going to be Alex Noble from Urbana, and he is going to be greeted by Ellis Lancaster. We have another fumble on the play. It is going to be picked up. Touchdown, Rough Riders! Jarrett Brown under center, looking for somebody to pass to, in and out of the hands of Noel Devine. It's going to be intercepted on the play by number 24, Deshaun Dixon Roberts. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Berg Defenders.
So, knowing black people, I was riding with my roommate, and we showed up very late to this game. As you can see here, this is me arriving to the game.
Jared Brown, his second touchdown pass of the night to Larry Beavers. This one from 19 yards out. And the Rough Riders take a 26-6 lead. And it looks like the Rough Riders are going to try to go for two.
Some of you guys may wonder, why aren't you sitting with the team? Well, that's because I was late. Like I said, the team had to be there 3 hours before the game even started. So, you know, I'm not even playing. There's no chance of me playing, so that I wasn't about to do that. The game was only an hour and a half away from where I lived. So I just waited till game time to get to the game. In doing so, don't sit with the team.
6'1", 277-pound center from Easton, Pennsylvania. I have to imagine him and AJ Lee know each other pretty well, both coming from that Easton, Pennsylvania area. 28-6.
So you see the offensive coordinator, Coach Wood. He definitely seen my talent and noticed my talent, and he fought for me to stay on the team, to stay on the active roster when I missed the first preseason game. But you know, politics and other things happen. You know, it didn't happen. So me and Coach Wood had a good relationship, and he knew exactly what I could do, and he had faith in me. And so here you see me, you know, talking to Coach Wood, the offensive coordinator for the Defenders. Now, even though I'm not in the game, even though there's no chance of me even playing in this game, I'm still engaged in the game. I'm still trying to learn and see how I could better prepare myself for when I actually may get my chance.
The former WVU walk-on Najee Kelly is going to bring it out to a right side of Rough Riders football.
So you see me talking to Coach. He's telling me the plays. I'm asking him, you know, what plays are you running? What play is this? So I could see it and mentally try to do the play in my head while it's happening on the field, and testing myself to see if I know what's going to happen as well.
Keith Myers going to go in motion here for the Berg Defenders. Joined out there with Alex Noble and Troy Burley. Najee Kelly back in at quarterback for the Defenders. Sets a man in motion. Kelly back to pass. He's going to be hit, and the ball was almost intercepted.
So this is my first arena football game. Now, I've never played arena football in my life, so I'm trying to take every chance that I can to learn a little bit more about the game and the rules.
So it'll be fourth down upcoming for the Berg Defenders. I actually have Keith Myers listed as a defensive back, but like I said, in this league, they definitely play both ways. But he has mainly been in there as wide receiver here tonight. And Najee Kelly is going to get a man to jump, and that is going to be the...
So beside me, you see my roommate, I don't know if he wants his full name out there. He actually has a YouTube channel. He was a former WVU walk-on, so shout out to my guy. He's a dog. He actually went to training camp for the black team, the Rough Riders, the West Virginia Rough Riders, and you know, eventually he went through, I think he was there for about 2 weeks, and then eventually he ended up getting released. But one thing I want to say about that, you know, you need to surround yourself with people who are like-minded like you, people who have the same goals and aspirations like you, because when you surround yourself with people like that, then you see each other moving up and you guys push each other, and sometimes you guys might even compete with each other to see who could get further, but you guys drive each other to chase your goals and go at it with everything that you got. Also, a couple notable dogs that's in this video that actually were playing in this game. Kelly, he's in this video. You're gonna see him in this video. He's a dog. Also, another dog, Keith Myers. He's definitely a dog. He plays wide receiver. He's doing big things. I see you over there doing big things, bro. Keep up the good work. But yeah. Alright, so let's get into the story. Let's get into what's going on. So as you guys can see, the score is lopsided. We're getting beat really bad. This team is stacked with a lot of talent.
Gonna send Beavers in motion once again. Brown, back to pass, stepping up, launching one toward the end zone, and hey, why not? Round 2, and it works! Touchdown, Rough Riders!
Things are not going our way, let's just say that. So here, you see me, I switched sides. I'm now sitting in the front row on the opposite side of the field.
We'll come in here for the extra point.
Now this is where things start to get out of hand. We're losing bad. People don't like to be embarrassed. So this is what happens.
Noel Devine, Connor Arlia. 71-12 now in favor of the Rough Riders. Bolton's going to get the snap, but I think we're going to have a delay of game. Bolton's going to rumble around, and the two-point conversion is going to be no good, as one of the Berg players is going to introduce him to some of the fans. And now we're going to have the extracurriculars coming in. Now the emotions are getting a little high. Laundry on the field as both teams getting a little testy out there now. And now we got a fight. That's not what you want to see. You do not want to see people throwing punches out there. And that's Noel Devine. Is also out there with Dixon Roberts. And now we're just going to have multiple flags on the field. And this is what I mean. I don't know why the Rough Riders kept all their starters in the game. This is not what you want to see. You do not want to see any of your players getting ejected or even getting injured in these games. So we're going to have to sort out the multiple penalties. Bolton's going to rumble around, and the two-point conversion is going to be no good, as one of the Berg players is going to introduce him to some of the fans. And now we're going to have the extracurriculars coming in. Now the emotions are getting a little high. Laundry on the field as both teams getting a little testy out there now. And now we got a fight. That's not what you want to see. You do not want to see people throwing punches out there. And once again, that is not something that you want to see.
Now you see me, I'm front row, I'm up, I'm clapping, I'm right there, These are my teammates. These are guys that I actually know, that I went to practice with day in and day out with. So, I feel like I'm just a part of them on the field.
The Oklahoma product from Atlanta, Georgia, has been ejected from this game. But the Rough Riders have a commanding 71-12 lead. As head coach Mook Zimmerman and Noel Devine, as he leaves, getting the crowd fired up.
So seeing this was definitely unfortunate, especially having such good talent have to be ejected from the game. It looks the way that it does. So these things happen, but it was definitely crazy. It was something I will never forget. Everything happened, everybody was relaxed after that, and the game continued. And final score.
And the Rough Riders in their inaugural game, 95-18 over the Berg defenders.
Yeah, you see it. So thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far in the video, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.